It's no secret that Joshua did not want this fight. And he didn't want it for a reason, because Deontay Wilder is the most fiercest puncher in boxing history, in heavyweight division history. And I saw that tonight, I felt it. No wonder AJ didn't want no part of that right hand. He can't move like me, he'd have been nailed.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Oh, y'all salty, bro. Y'all salty. Look at AJ. How salty are you, bro? Morton's, Lowry's, how salty are you, bro? I ain't even start talking, and you already apologizing. Bro, I'm sorry. Charlo lost that fight, and I'm a huge Charlo fan. Castano deserved that win. It has nothing to do with race because I'm black, as Wesley Snipes, my dude. Icy, come on, bro. Bro, he had to. This is hilarious, bro. He has to proclaim his blackness so his comment is felt. Come on, bro. Bro, Icy. He said this has nothing to do with race because I'm black as Wesley Snipes, my dude. Where did that even come from, bro? Whatever. Listen, I got my smoothie. Y'all hilarious. Hold on. I'm black too, by the way, you know. Listen. Yeah. Old media losing their mind over this fight. This is funny, bro. It was a good fight. If you had Castano winning close, if you had Charlo winning close, if you had a draw, these are all within reason. Old media, they going through it right now. This is crazy. They were like, no, Charlo. It was a close fight, bro. It's what? Hold on. It was even Charlo won. Y'all need to get out your feelings. What? Oh my gosh. This fight is like tearing some of y'all apart. This is hilarious, bro. Hey, listen. Hey, I love your YouTube channel, but I saw Charlo lose. He wasn't busy enough. That's what's up. Bro, that I just decided, listen, I made me a little smoothie at home. I just came live just because I wanted to feast off of y'all tears some more. This is funny, bro. They going through it. I ain't even started talking really. Bro, they treating this like a confessional. Bro, it was a good fight. People saying Castano was robbed. Bro, he got to keep his belt. Charlo got to keep his belt. What was robbed? If they took his belt and you felt he won, then okay, maybe you can make that argument. They saying he got robbed. What'd they take? He got to remain a champion, and they need to run back the rematch. It's that simple. What did he get robbed of? His dignity? Like nobody's angry. Nobody's saying Castano can't fight. Like what are we talking about? What did he get robbed? That's come on. It's like a confessional. Tell me what it is. Tell me who hurt you. Tell me who touched you. Come on, bro. I need boxing fans. Come on. Listen, they need some therapy right now. Explain this to me. What was he robbed of? His dignity? People are giving Castano props. Some people thought he won. Like, what did he get robbed of? Shout out to the boy Ari. People have got to stop with this robbery talk nonsense. That's what I'm still trying to figure this out. Maybe y'all can help me. Shout out to Ari though. Oh, I got this new pillow, so that's why I'm just it's kind of comfy. You know what I mean? That's why I'm sitting like Stephen Hawkins and shit. What's up with the 117 to 111 score? Block him. Okay. Now we got some action. Yeah. Bro. Listen to me. Block him. Block Empire. Listen, you guys got to understand. They so hurt by this. This is hilarious. They are so hurt and crushed and defeated and deflated. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Yikes. Um, I said in real time live. So virtually I was the first to say it because I did a Boxingego watch party. And immediately after they read the cards, I was filming the Boxingego watch party and I gave you the news in real time. And when they said that, I immediately after they read, go watch the Boxingego watch party, and you listen to my commentary. See, they want to pin the tail on the donkey so bad, and it's so funny. They keep saying, "Oh, you're biased," and all right, but listen, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Shout out to everybody for tuning in on the Boxingego watch party. But immediately after they read the scorecards, I go, don't take my word for it. Go back to the Boxingego watch party and look at it. I immediately said that wide scorecard is BS. That was horrible. That was horrible. So people keep bringing up this horrible scorecard that was from a non-black judge, and they keep saying, "Oh, you blacks are crying" and all this stuff. Bro, I never agreed to the 117, 111. So you ain't going to pin the tail on the donkey. I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm saying the notion that it was a draw and somebody having Charlo winning should have been close. That's in all fairness. The wide scorecard, that's not my scorecard. So old media is so angry. Oh my God. They so angry, they trying to blame the scorecard on me. That wasn't my scorecard. That's not my scorecard. Like, what you want me to say? I never did that. Plus, my scorecard is not the official scorecard that rendered the verdict for you. So they keep trying to pin that on me. That's not how that works. You can't pin a scorecard on me that has nothing to do with me. Shout out to Cito the Great. He said, to me, it was a solid draw. Bro, I think a draw was really the right decision. Here's why. If we're both being like, we know what the fighters did well. Shout out to Ari. He said, blame ego. Yeah, they trying to blame me for that bullshit. That don't have nothing to do with me. Listen, we all know what they did right and wrong. First of all, it was a great fight. We all know what they did right and wrong. And give me 10 seconds apiece, and I could tell you why it was a draw from my perspective from each fighter. Deal? Deal? Give me 10 seconds to explain what Charlo did wrong that made it a draw, and give me 10 seconds to describe what Castano did wrong to make it a draw. Fair? Is that fair? I just need 10 seconds. Shout out to my boy Cito. The money keep coming in. What's up, Ego? Mad love from Chi-Town, big dog. That's a deal. Okay. So I'm going to let the fans pick. YouTube ain't sending notifications, so whatever. So we got a smaller crowd right now. That's cool. Let me know. You want me to start with Jermell, or you want me to start with Castano? I'll let the fans pick, and then Icy put me on the timer. Bro, they salty as hell. This is funny. Another day in the office for me, but this is hellacious for them. Start with Jermell. All right, somebody put the clock on me. Let me know when the clock's on, Icy. Icy gonna count, I think, if he's still paying attention. They said Jermell explained what he did that made it a draw. Let me know when I'm on the clock. Nobody? Icy? Somebody put me on the clock. Ari, Isaiah, somebody. Let me know when I had 10 seconds. He said there's a delay, bro. Oh, my bad. Icy, let me know. I think they put an extra delay on my stuff, bro. My internet fast as hell. Oh, he gonna tell me to go when I'm in the middle of talk. Whatever. Jermell Charlo, reason was a draw is because he was getting out hustled and outworked in some of the rounds. So he should have threw more punches and he should have stayed off the ropes. Boom. So there are parts where it could have been more convincing for Jermell. 10 seconds. Done. You guys hear that? I'm already done. I didn't need 10 seconds. I'm a genius. Listen, I'm a genius. I didn't even need 10 seconds. Jermell should have stayed off the ropes more. We made the fight harder than it needed to be that way. Jermell got out hustled in terms of punch count in spots. That, some people could have shifted it to, it said Castano won some of them rounds. All right. There. Now, Castano. You want me to say Castano? 10 seconds for Castano. I'll tell you why it was a draw for him. What he did that pushed this fight to a draw for me. Somebody put me on the clock, 10 seconds. Let's go. I'm the king of this. This is easy. Easy work. Smash the like button. This is easy work. Somebody give me the easy work. Put me on the timer. Castano, I'll tell you what he did wrong in 10 seconds or less that made it a draw for him. All right, Castano, he got clipped up in round 2, got greedy, threw 5-6 punches, then tried to jump right back on Charlo. And then in round 10, after he had built this momentum up, he crushed that, losing all the championship rounds. Boom. Oh, my gosh. I'm like Nas of boxing, godson. In 10 seconds, I just told you. For Castano's part, round 1 was a slow round. I could have really went to either person. Round 2, he landed some like 5-6, and that was very impressive for the judges. He landed like 5-6, but then you killed that and gave up the round because you got caught with a Charlo hook, like a left hook, trying to get greedy and jump on him like you try to chump him. And I said this in my Boxingego watch party. So round 2 is FUBAR. What happened in the round, because you got countered with the vicious look, with the vicious hook, that lost you the round. Just like when Castano was building a good, solid, momentum and lead, or like the ebb and flow was favoring him, he got rocked and wrecked up to the point where a judge gave it a 10-8 round because he was visibly badly wounded and hurt in round 10. And then round 11, he lost that. And then I had him lose in round 12. Although he did a bit better in round 12 probably than he did in round 11. So if you want to win a fight, then it's probably in a close fight when you're on enemy territory, it's probably not advisable to give up all the championship rounds. You see what I'm saying? Charlo he's clutch. He needed to do something significant, turn the tide. He did that. And Castano gave up that momentum, because had it played out any differently, then you could probably say Castano just won outright. But the reason it's a draw is because you in a fight like that. That's why all these people saying there's a robbery and all that stuff. Come on. Block JJ. What he just said, hell of a fight, very close, but Castano won. Bro, listen to the irony of what they saying. This is almost an oxymoron. These dudes continue to say admit the fight was close, but then still peg this robbery term. It doesn't work like that, bro. So how can you admit that Castano was hurt, admit it was a very close fight, but then the one guy you wanted to win, because he didn't get the nod and they said it was a draw, every other opinion is out the window. And they say I'm the one being biased. So what is bias? Let's unpack that. What is being biased if I'm telling you what Castano did well, his strengths and his weaknesses, what Charlo did, strength and weaknesses, the two styles collectively, and they just saying Castano won. You tell me who's being biased. Castano won. What's being biased? Admitting the fight was very super duper close and then saying only one person could have won or it was a robbery? Block strap God. I don't care what you're talking about. You thought I was going to read that, though? Damn, he thought I was going to read all that. Better luck next time. You thought I was going to read that? Strap God. You thought I was going to read all that? Woo! Get him out of here. This is hilarious, bro. The same guys that are saying it was very close are saying only one guy could have won, and that's the only outcome, and that's the only thing that was correct. But I'm biased. Icy said, "How you the strap god with no straps?" Icy petty. This man is petty. On 4M grave, you just got cooked. Talk to him.
He got cooked. You didn't go down like that, huh? He got cooked.
Like I said, you called the draw last night too. I told you I'm the god of boxing talk. I'm the god of boxing talk. I speak it and it somehow comes into existence. The god of boxing talk. Listen to me. I keep telling you, you tell me what's biased. Is it biased me chilling? Listen, I don't care if Castano won or Charlo won. I got paid handsomely to do my job. I had fun with the fight. I don't give a shit. These beta males, they the ones that is emotional that keep coming back with fake burner accounts and all this stuff. They talking about the shooters only to get bucked. They the ones doing all this salty stuff. Listen, to me, I enjoyed the night and it was lucrative for me in my business. That's a win for me. I don't have the same feel. I'm not just a pure fan. Like when I look at nights as like, did the fight deliver? Did we come up? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they saying like, oh yeah, I don't have the same emotions as you. This is my business. I'm not watching boxing recreationally anymore. I have no reason to lie. I'm telling you what it is. But you tell me as boxing fans and boxing purists, open your mind, be objective. What's more objective? Me telling you a fight with two people, what they both did right, their strengths and their weaknesses, and saying that I can understand the draw and the draw makes perfect sense to me, and then outlining, or somebody just saying, Castano won. You Charlo, blah, blah, blah. Castano. You tell me what's biased. Bro, you can't be in a close fight in enemy territory and give up all championship rounds. That's not advisable. You're not Floyd Mayweather, bro. You're not Floyd Mayweather where you pulled away so far and won the first 7-10 rounds easy work. You know what I'm saying? So you could just give up the last two. You can't do that. And for Castano to believe he could do that, then I mean that's what created the outcome that he didn't want. He can scream robbery, all his fans, you know, whatever. But the reality is, in a close fight, enemy territory, swing rounds, like that's not how boxing works. So tighten up your defense in the rematch. Don't get rocked the fuck up in round 10 and need round 11 to recover and some of 12. And then you won't have to worry about this. So that's why I seen it as a draw. As far as Jermell, why he didn't put his stamp on it, even though he hurt him, you know, multiple times and stuff, is because there were moments in the fight, like middle rounds and stuff, where he was getting out hustled. He got hurt in round 3. He got out hustled. He was fighting off the ropes for whatever reason. These different things. So, yeah, it's hard to just give either guy the fight unless you gave it to him very close, 115, 113, or a draw. You know, and the other thing is it's a high stakes fight, undisputed. One person has to take away with they have to leave with everything. Listen, I got about 5 more minutes unless y'all could get the likes up. I don't know what YouTube is doing. They tripping, they hating. Hold on. I need y'all to get the likes up, bro. If not, then I have to work on something else because this is not cracking. So yeah, YouTube is hating. They always do this. Notice every time after we have a successful Boxing League watch party, do crazy numbers, make crazy money, they start trying to hate on the notifications and stuff. So I need y'all to kick that up. Otherwise, I got like 5-10 more minutes. It's up to you. But anyway, I'll just keep cooking until then. But if we can't get the likes up, I promise you I'm out. The likes or loot, it's up to you. But in a close fight, at the end of the day, you can't make no mistakes at pivotal moments. Castano did just that. He made a pivotal mistake at the worst moment possible. Like, even if round 10 happened earlier, you know, the late championship rounds, that's what's on your mind. Like, you want to see how it closes in a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though you have to score round by round, you want to see what people are doing up to the minute. So at the worst time, I told you, it's like Errol Spence, Sean Porter. Errol Spence, in my opinion, the thing that really pushed him over was when he dropped Sean Porter. If he never dropped Sean Porter and the closing rounds looked like the first couple rounds, then it could have been anybody's fight. But that's why boxing is the sport that it is. It's the theater of the unknown. And at the end of the day, you make it like Sean Porter, all that great work that he did versus Errol Spence, all that great work that he did. In that split second, him getting dropped really, really hurt him. And he looked up when he got up from the knockdown. He was just like, oh, man, because he knew right then and there in such a close fight that he probably ruined it. And, you know, listen, if you don't trust me, I empower you to listen to what I'm saying, the God of boxing talk in this digital stratosphere, and go watch the fight. Look at Sean Porter, Errol Spence. I was there live, right? I was there live for that fight, credentialed media. Look at Sean Porter's face after he got up from the knockdown. It's like he knew it was at this moment. He knew he ucked up because it was so tense a fight, so close of a fight. You don't want to get dropped at that moment. I promise you, you know, that's too pivotal. You know what I mean? Because it's like tooth and nail. Anything could push the other guy over. Jermell having the clutch gene, Rob Ory, Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality. He turned it up right when he needed to in them championship rounds and showed you that he's here to stay, and now they got to run it back. It's that simple. Isaiah Felix, he said the rematch is the best move for both running back. Yeah, now I do want to see that. I do want to see the rematch. I don't want to see no warm-up fight. I want to see them go straight into a rematch. That's what I do believe. That's fair. No warm-ups, straight into a rematch this year. And I'll pay for it. And that's what I seen. That's what I thought it was a good fight. And like I told you, that's why I ended the chat. We were doing numbers. We was doing numbers, getting all the super chats and cash app. And I told you I'm gonna end the chat because I'm not listen. I'm not finna let boxing, the ignorance of boxing fans ruin my mood. What I watched last night was an excellent card from PBC, Premier Boxing Champs, Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza, Showtime, CBS. Great trio of fights, great main event, meaningful main event. I ain't letting y'all ruin my mood. So that's exactly why in the midst of making all that money and all the conversation, people were begging me, don't leave yet. I was like, nah, I'm about to go to In-N-Out. This is exactly why. I'm not letting boxing fans with their salty nature and negativity and toxicity ruin my shit. That fight was lit. That was an instant classic. Credit to Castano. Credit to Charlo. Running back. It's that simple. Y'all can cry and bemoan and, you know, change your Pampers. I don't care about none of that. The shit was good. I enjoyed it. Money well spent. I'm glad I got Showtime. And, you know, they both lived to fight another day. They both healthy. Let's run it back. But I keep telling you, listen, you tell me who's biased and who's objective. When I'm giving you both sides of every spectrum. I'm giving you real analysis. I'm giving you real analysis of what I witnessed. Old media, they just said, Castano. That's it. It's just Castano. Charlo's a bum. Stupid shit like that. I don't do that. I don't get on here and just call nobody bums and say this person da-da-da-da. Like, you must really be trash if I just call you trash. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a weak fight like Canelo versus Average Pilgrim, that was trash. Now that was some trash. Now that's some trash. That was trash. You coming off a 2-year layoff, right? That was trash. That was trash. You want payday? I know that, bro. That was some trash. Me, I like to put the spotlight on things. Castano, Charlo, they gave me a good fight. Canelo, he fought average Pilgrim. No wonder the fight. Why? See, listen, this is what's wrong with boxing fans. People keep saying Canelo's the face of boxing. Hey, payday. You want
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Payday. You want payday. I know that. People keep saying Canelo is the face of boxing. He ain't giving me fights like that. He ain't giving me fights like that, like the motherfuckers I want to see him fight. He fighting all the English Wonderwall. To die is gonna better die that I finally found out for you. That's who Canelo's fighting. He not fighting no Castano that's looking hungry as hell and game and throwing punches and bunches and combinations. And bro, he had combination pizza. Castano was doing that. Castano's performance was all that. Charlo's performance was all that. Canelo ain't doing that. He fighting to die is gonna better die that I finally found out for you. I don't know if anybody feels the way I do about you now. Bro, that's who Canelo's fighting. About you now. Bro, it's like, nah, dog. And then they talking about he might not fight Caleb Plant. He gonna fight, man, whatever. So that's what's wrong with boxing. Today is gonna be the day that I finally found out for you. Right now, I'm gonna fight Canelo and I'm gonna know what to do about you now. Bro, that's what's wrong with boxing. I don't give a fuck if it's his birthday today. He fight average Pilgrim. Jermell fought Castano, the remaining champions in the division. That's what you're gonna get more often than not. You don't see blowouts. You don't see Mayweather Pacquiao. It wasn't like a blowout. I thought Floyd easily, clearly won. But it's not like he just looked like Pacquiao was never supposed to be in the ring with him. The reason Canelo fight looked like that is because these motherfuckers shouldn't be in the ring with him. They haven't proven it. Billy Joe Saunders ain't proven shit at 168, like I told you. So I'm not mad at Jermell Charlo Castano. They had a great style for each other. It was a great fight. Shout out to both. I think both of them have something to learn from this, and they should run the rematch back. Bro, put Jermell in there with somebody who's not supposed to be there, like the average Pilgrim level person at 54, and he gonna cook them too. This was elite level stuff. This was high-speed chess match. That's why it looked like that. That's what happens when the best fight the best, right? If you look at elite level fights, no knockdowns and no knockouts more often than not. That's because you're evenly matched. You in there with somebody, you got experience, they got experience. You don't want to get knocked out in front of your family and friends. They don't want to get knocked out in front of their family and friends. You got a style that works for you. They got a style that works for them. You got some pop. They got some pop. That's what happens. Listen, Mayweather, Pacquiao, no knockdowns, no knockouts. Canelo versus Cotto, no knockdowns, no knockouts. Canelo versus Triple G, no knockdowns, no knockouts. Canelo versus Triple G 2, no knockdowns, no knockouts. I could do this all day, bro. I could do this all day, bro. So that's normally what you see when like you think about the best versus the best and some good fights. You know what I mean? It's a treat if you can get a knockdown. If you can knock the person out at the elite level, that's even better. Like sometimes like Errol Spence Porter, that was the best versus best scenario, unification. He got a knockdown, but he couldn't stop him. You know, Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia, two of the best, two undefeated, no knockdowns, no knockout. That's what's going to happen more often than not. It's a close fight. It's a good fight. You know, even though Errol Spence, Mikey wasn't a close fight, but Mikey said, I see something. That was his bad. But like I'm telling you, that's boxing. That's more often than not. That's what you're going to get when you put two dudes that are supposed to be fighting each other. Listen, if David Benavidez fought Canelo, I promise you it'll look tougher than all of his. No matter what the outcome is, it'll look tougher than the shit you've been seeing with today is gonna be the day that I'm falling found out for you. Bro, I promise you. Canelo Jacobs, no knockdowns, no knockouts. See? Shout out to Dre a fool. Dre a fool with it. That's what happens. It's boxing at the highest level. Mayweather, Maidana. No knockdowns, no knockouts. When two people have a good style for each other, some of the best in the division, often that's what's going to happen. Hamza's right. Hold on. What did Hamza say? Jermell's last 7 fights were tough. Facts. Hamza's right. Jermell been going through the gauntlet. Facts. He really out here Mortal Kombat test your might style. Y'all being disrespectful. Yeah, they want to disrespect these Texas boys, Icy. And Icy from Texas, so he ain't going to allow that. Shout out to JCG. We working. I told you it's magic, y'all. Oh, the money keep coming in. I know they mad. Bro, and here's the other thing. Me and Ari had a good laugh about this on Twitter. I tweeted this. The funny thing is this. All these racist Latino, racist Hispanic people, not everybody who's Latino, not everyone who's Hispanic. I'm saying the ones that are racist that watch boxing, right? So if that doesn't apply to you, then this is not to you. You know, the racist British people and the skinheads and that watch boxing, the funny thing is 99% of these dudes constantly talk crap and berate PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, black fighters, Al Heyman, etc., and say Al Heyman, you know, it is a horrible product. You know, they put fights like Chocolatito Estrada and say that that's the number one. Like you look at old media, mainstream media, look at their pound for pound list, look at their mid-year awards. It's always fights like that. Bro, get Chocolatito Estrada the fuck out of here, bro. I would rather watch Charlo. Listen, let's vote right now. Listen, all the skinheads with old media and shit, they'll put those types of fights before everything. Conveniently, the anti-PBC fights, right? Do you want to see Charlo Castano Part 2, or do you want to see Chocolatito Estrada Part 3? What is the bigger and better fight? Nah, hold on. I'm about to off old media. Let me cook. What is the better fight? Like, what is the bigger and better fight for boxing? Charlo Castano Part 2 or Chocolatito and Estrada Part 3? So we got to give props to what's being done. PBC is leading the pack with their fights. Icy disrespectful. He said, I never even watched Chocolatito highlights. Bro, Charlo Castano is a way bigger and better fight to me. But once again, when old media does their next like mid-year, quarter year awards, they're not going to give no awards to Charlo Castano, but they just going to bitch and complain about the outcome. Listen, I'm everything that counts in this boxing game. Y'all know I'm right. Y'all know what the better fight is and the bigger fight. But listen, all the people tapped in and liked the Castano Charlo fight, but then it won't win no awards on ESPN. I promise you that, unless they hear this video and then all of a sudden try to put it in there. So everybody was watching, but this is the point I'm making. Everybody is watching. 99% of these dudes constantly hate on PBC, hate on Al Heyman, hate on black fighters, but somehow, some way, they always seem to be watching every PBC event because right after it happens, they are right there with commentary as to who won, what it looked like, if the person's good, if the person ain't good, et cetera, et cetera. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Or is it just me? Have you noticed that the guys and girls in old media that perpetually berate the PBC product, they sure know what's happening. They say, oh, yeah, Jermell's fighting a nobody, Montiel. But then immediately as soon as Charlo Montiel goes the fuck off, they say, oh, Charlo's a bum, Charlo's exposed. How you even know about what happened in the fight if you said you wasn't watching it because it was a cherry pick, right? These dudes are liars, and I keep proving it to you time and time again. They say Charlo, his brother, Charlo, fighting Montiel is bogus and it's a cherry pick and nobody wants to see that. That's what they tell us. But then as soon as it's an outcome and it's a tougher fight than some expected for Jermell, then they're there with their opinions. But I thought you wasn't watching. I thought it was a bum fight or whatever. Block truth hurts. Bro, these dudes call Castano, this is the same thing. This is not my opinion. The racist Latinos, the racist Hispanics, the racist British or skinheads or whoever in the comment sections that we know plague boxing call Castano all types of names because they didn't know who the dude was. I've watched Castano. I told you it was going to be this type of fight. Nobody was on board with Castano until this controversy with a black fighter. Do you notice this? Nobody, where were all the people I love Castano shirts when he was fighting Patrick Teixeira? I watched that fight, but I know a lot of y'all didn't. Where was the energy? Where was his fan base then? Please let me know. Where was Castano's fan base when he was fighting Edeslandi Lara? I seen none of these dudes talking about that. As soon as he fights a black fighter and it's close or there's some controversy or whatever people are trying to make this, now all of a sudden Castano got 1 million fans out of nowhere. Same thing you seen with Andy Ruiz. Nobody, I follow Andy Ruiz. I like Andy Ruiz. I've always liked Andy Ruiz. I followed him his whole career. Nobody, Andy Ruiz, this is a true fact. My old Instagram, I had more fans on Instagram on my Instagram page than Andy Ruiz did on my old page. I had more followers. As soon as he beat Joshua, a black fighter, all of a sudden everybody loved Andy Ruiz. Come on, bro. And then now you got people who trying to tell me about boxing, and I'm like, yo, I fuck with this dude. I've been messing with Andy Ruiz. How you gonna tell me about Andy Ruiz? I know more about Andy Ruiz than you do. How you gonna tell me about Castano and I've been vouching for him longer than you have? Bro, boxing is a trip. That's why I'm just gonna get my money, keep getting this bread, do my thing, take care of my family, and that's it. Bro, these dudes didn't give 2 pieces of pit bull shit about Castano when he was fighting Lada and he was fighting some of these other fights. Like Pat Teixeira. That's his last fight. The last fight on Golden Boy. They didn't know anything about him. They didn't know nothing about the dude. Now Castano has a million people who are vouching for him. If you knew, that's the fake about boxing. If you knew Castano was so good, why didn't you follow him for a minute then? You know what I'm saying? You should have been rocking with him. A bunch of fair weather fans. Bro, I promise you, these dudes ain't watched the fight with Wale Amatoso or Amatos or whatever. Michel Soro. They wasn't watching him. But now all of a sudden, because Charlo has a competitive fight with him, now everybody love him. Now everybody love him. Come on, bro. I'm the GOAT. Block Habib. They expect black fighters to KO everybody when it's not. It's an L. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Come on, bro. Now everybody's a expert on Castano. Y'all ain't seen these fights. Shut the fuck up. You tell me what happened in the Michel Soro fight. Exactly. Y'all, a lot of y'all don't know shit. Y'all just get on here and once someone has a groundbreaking fight or a performance that puts them on, especially with a black fighter, then now y'all pop up like pimples. Come on, bro. I promise you these dudes ain't watched these fights. And they be the ones coming in, oh yeah, man, Charlo, man. What happened in the Pat Teixeira fight? Tell me the tempo of the fight. These dudes can't do it. They gotta go watch it and Google it and shit. Yeah, go ahead, Google that shit.
Go look up the history. Shit, ain't don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Google that because you don't know it. I do this boxing shit every day. You don't know that. Go ahead, Google that.
Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man.
And these Jermell Charlo haters, they don't know about his resume either. I'll destroy these dudes. This ain't even a challenge no more. I'll destroy these dudes. They don't know more than me. Y'all know that. They don't even know Jermell's real fights. Jermell's resume is thick, bro. Jermell resume thicker than an OnlyFans chick. John Jackson, who was beating Andy Lee and then he got careless. That's how he became it. I was there. I was at that fight. Duh. I was in Vegas. I got an interview with Errol Spence before he was a champion at that fight. Bro, my memory is crazy. Bro, he beat Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado just knocked out a guy at 175? Beck the Bully, 168, whatever. Gabe Rosado, he's still relevant. He just got a crazy killer knockout. One hitter quitter. Jermell beat him years ago. Y'all don't know shit. They just coming in here because they salty. And then they come only for the drama. Smash the like button. They only come for the drama. They ain't real boxing fans. Bro, I promise you if we start going down Charlo's pedigree and Castano, I guarantee I'll make these motherfuckers stutter. If it was face to face or like where you had to think on the spot with no Google, no Wikipedia, I promise you these dudes will won out. They don't know boxing. They just, like I said, they race fans. Racist or race fans, a lot of these dudes. You can't tell me more about Castano than I can tell you about Castano. I promise that. They just know the surface. Like, I knew he beat Errol Spence 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When it happened, closer to when it happened. You just found that out because Showtime and some motherfuckers from the WBC posted a graphic and said that. That's old news to me. I could tell you other people like Omar Figueroa that beat Errol Spence. Y'all don't know shit. It's just, that's what it is, bro. The prodigal son has returned. That's why no matter what, they say they hate the channel and I'm stupid, but they keep the fuck coming back because they know they don't know shit. So they got to tap in with me. I'm the supply. I'm the supply chain. I'm the plug. They have to come in. Whether they agree with it or want to not agree with me, they have to come and rock with the channel because they know they don't know shit. Shout out to Robert Singleton. Vanis. Yeah, he beat Vanis Matarosin before Triple G. Gabe Rosado, who just got knockout of the year nominee. He beat Hopkins, before he became a champ. That's what I'm saying, bro. They don't know boxing. They Castano fans overnight. Shut the fuck up. I really rock with Castano. I like him. He's dope. But he got his ass melted up in the 10th round. Shouldn't have got melted. Listen. Trackmaster shelved you, Braveheart helped you, and everybody felt you. Now I gotta melt you. Bro. Bro, listen. Trackmaster shelved you, Braveheart helped you, and everybody felt you. Now I gotta melt you. Bro, they got melted. He got melted in that 10th round. He got melted up real nice in that 10th round. Had it not been for that, then he might have won the fight, though. It was tracking good. Bro, these dudes, they still crying. Oh, you guys listen. After all, like all these dudes keep coming back. Oh, your channel sucks. Okay, leave. That's cool. I'm good either way. I don't need you. I got fans. Man, shout out to Jada. Trackmasters helped you. No, he said Trackmasters shelved you, Braveheart helped you, and everybody felt you. Now I gotta melt you. Bro, he got melted up in that 10th round. Like a Choco Taco left in the car on a hot summer day. He got melted up. You can't make those pivotal moves and mistakes and show that level of vulnerability. One of the judges scored it 10-8, 10-8 for that round. Now I gotta melt you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all doing too much, bro. Bro, they call Canelo. Oh my God. Now Canelo's a fan of Castano. Hey, man, come on. Hey, bro. This shit is crazy. Now Canelo is FaceTiming Castano. He ain't never said two word. Why didn't you invite him to camp then? Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, is this real life? Now Canelo likes Castano. All right, bro. Now he FaceTiming him. Oh my God. Look at Gary Jones trying to keep up with me. Block him. Hey, Gary Jones. Track master showed you Braveheart. Braveheart helped you and everybody felt you. Now I gotta melt you. Get Gary Jones out of here. Bro, now Canelo, he rocking with the boy Castano. All right. Yeah, block him. Nello was nowhere to be seen. That's what I'm saying. Now Nello messing with. See, why? Okay. Oh my gosh. Now Canelo's paying so much attention to Charlo's fight. Why didn't he fight his brother then? You paying attention to their fights like that to the point where you calling Castano, right? Why don't you call him? Why don't you call Jermell Charlo and fight him? And see, a lot of these race fans are so stupid that they're talking about, oh, this is the guy you thought would beat Canelo and boom, boom, boom. Like, you're not even talking about the right Charlo that should be fighting Canelo. This is funny. This is hilarious. James, what's up? So, all in all, it was a good fight. I want to see that rematch running back. Yeah, now Canelo is on Castano. Why didn't you congratulate him when he beat Patrick Teixeira? Huh? Huh? Can y'all hear me? Huh? Y'all gonna answer. Listen, I told you, y'all get mad. When he beat Patrick Teixeira of Brazil, why didn't Canelo congratulate him? See, it becomes an honor when it's a black fighter that is fought. You see what I'm saying? Bro, Canelo didn't hit him up when he won the title, but now when he doesn't win the title, now it's a big deal and Canelo calls him for a draw. Hey, man, good job. This is funny. The draw was needed for Charlo. Man, we're going to see in the rematch. Hopefully they do that. Hopefully they do the rematch. That's a great win for the fans. That's a great win for the fans. And we'll see who makes the adjustments. Anyway, I'm about to chill. Holla at me. I just had to get on here, talk my talk. More videos coming. Appreciate y'all. Deuces.